The shocking news tonight that the Bristol Bar and Grill is shutting down its original Highlands location on Bardstown Road after nearly 50 years in business. It is truly a local institution. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Doug Proffitt. Open since 1977, the Bristol's been a favorite for senators like Mitch McConnell, governors, many Louisville mayors, and those looking for those famous green chili wontons. WHAS 11 night team's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Levi Hammer tell us its final day is coming Saturday, March 15th.
Special moments are often shared over food.
The amount of rehearsal dinners that we've had and celebrations.
Whether they're happy or difficult.
I never thought I'd see the day when it would close. It's truly devastating.
After nearly 5 decades of business in the Highlands, the original location, Bristol Bar and Grill, is closing.
And it's certainly a foundation of the whole strip here.
A new reality took over an old mainstay.
Just over time, we've seen different foot traffic patterns in the Highlands.
Late night dining business is off, even in an area where many customers could walk to the place. But they remember the good times.
Well, believe it or not, I was 16. I just got my license. I drove over here and I ate in what now is the parking lot.
Aaron Gavan with the Highlands Commerce Guild goes back to the early days.
This building at one time, many things, but it was a furniture store. Bristol bought it, refitted it, and I was here for the grand opening.
And he hasn't stopped coming. Neither has
Bristol's been part of our life for a long time.
Sean
Sorry.
Riley.
We've announced weddings here. We've announced the birth of our kid here. Every major life event, we come to the Bristol.
In the coming weeks before they close, the restaurant looks forward to sharing those memories and
Bringing a smile to people's face one more time.
while customers look to the future.
We need more people to live in the neighborhood to support our businesses.
The Bristol is one of the most legendary names to be added to the list of those taking a final bow. With photojournalist Levi Hammer, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
And we want to point out that Bristol is not leaving Louisville for good. It is keeping its 2 other locations open on Hurstbourne Parkway and West Main Street downtown. Louisville Metro Council member Ben Reno Weber, who represents that area of the Highlands, says he is saddened by the news and encourages people to explore the other new restaurants along the historic business strip. Well, not as cold tonight across Kentuckiana as it's been. The cold air losing its grip for a bit to some much warmer days ahead. Is it going to be shorts for the kids at the bus stop? Well, let's head to the Weather Impact Center. And there's our chief meteorologist, Mallory Schnell. So what do you think, Mallory? Should we stretch it shorts yet?
I don't know about that, but kids will do anything these days. It's going to be around 40 degrees tomorrow morning. The kids might want the umbrella or the rain jacket if they can manage to walk out the door with that, because we are tracking morning showers. By the afternoon, though, lots of sunshine. High temperatures will be climbing back into the low to mid 50s with those clouds decreasing. Temperatures as they stand right now in the 40s across much of Kentucky. And we are beginning to see more showers fill in, especially south of the parkways. That's the first wave, but take a look at the second wave that's coming in from the northwest. So this will provide the area for some scattered showers late tonight and into tomorrow morning. We could even see a light mix in some areas, especially north of the river. It'll all be melting as temperatures do remain above freezing. We dry out mid to late morning and then a lot more sunshine for the afternoon. But we will talk much more about high temperatures in the 60s. That's coming up in our 7-day forecast. Doug.
Mallory, thank you. Also new right here tonight, we now know what led to the giant budget deficit that is closing some JCPS elementary schools and causing several hundred employees at JCPS to lose their jobs. The draft of a new audit was just given to JCPS leaders. WHAS 11 night teams Alex Dederer and photojournalist Gabby DeGeorge report on how we got here.
An audit on JCPS's budget and how it ended up with a $188 million shortfall confirms the suspicions of how the district got here.
We are being intentional, but this is massive and it feels massive.
The audit found JCPS does not have a clear framework for financial oversight, saying it has weakened accountability.
So budget decisions often lacked formal governance structures and collective review.
The policies in place need to change to where The internal team has to come up with easy ways to produce reports that are understandable for us and the public, to then make the right recommendations on board policy and things that work and things that don't work.
The audit came at the request of the board, including Taylor Everett.
We have a lot of work to do.
It also found the district relied on one-time payments like COVID relief funds for programs and staffing without having a long-term plan in place for when that money runs out. Another big find from the audit says that before 2025, the district was not forecasting its budget multiple years in advance, saying long-term impacts and future revenues or expenses were not considered in the budget process.
We agree 100% with every one of the themes that are listed here.
CFO Eddie Munns says the cuts made to the central office to right the budget deficit are already impacting district operations.
The reorg is causing a lot of work for our HR department and our budget department, in addition to the changes going on throughout our organization.
So we have to do things that are actually realistic, and that's on the board to make those recommendations.
Now that the district has cut $132 million, they're now tasked with making sure it doesn't happen again. In Louisville, Alex Dieterer of the WHAS11 Night Team on your side.
The audit, by the way, used the school district's finances between 2022 and 2025, so the changes implemented to address the budget deficit were not accounted for in this assessment. It's now going to be presented to the full school board at the very next meeting. Right here tonight, 5 people have been arrested in what Shively police are calling a coordinated attack. The double shooting happened outside Club 7 on 7th Street Road earlier this month. One man died, the other man survived. Today, Shively police said 5 people have been caught, including a juvenile. All are facing charges of murder. According to an arrest citation that we viewed, surveillance video shows 2 vehicles involved. The suspects then asked for someone inside. A short time later, police say they pulled off what they call a coordinated attack, leaving the 2 men shot. Today, our WHAS11 focus team received the 911 calls after a woman was picked up by a Metro Public Works garbage truck when crews were cleaning up an alleyway. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg's office and Public Works confirmed that Tyra Adams was picked up by the truck's mechanical claw as it was cleaning up an alley in the Russell neighborhood. She died later at the hospital. Her family said she was homeless and known to live behind the J&M Food Mart. Tyra's sister told us it's hard not to picture what her sister was feeling in that moment. 2 people from the store called 911.
A woman came in, she doesn't have any shoes on, she's beat all the filthy, and she's hollering, help, help, help.
I think that's difficult to refrain from, being told the horrific details.
There's no public record of any Public Works employee calling 911 that day. The mayor has publicly said there was no wrongdoing in this case. Don't go to bed just yet. We have new reports ahead on the night team. Imagine sitting in a stoplight and there you go. This happens. A giant sinkhole swallows your car. We'll tell you what the drivers did next.
We got to go everywhere. We have to talk to everyone. People here in Lexington are my family.
And then brand new tonight since 6. Exclusive coverage from Lexington tonight. Louisville Democrat Charles Booker is trying for the 3rd time to win a U.S. Senate seat. Our political reporter is there tonight. Booker admitting he learned something from Mitch McConnell.
And here's a look at today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $458 million. Powerball, $218 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.